All right, we're going to program a Pico using Arduino IDE. Okay, now this is a RP2040 microprocessor, it's a dual core. It runs at 133 up to 133 megahertz, and this was a clone, and it was $2 from AliExpress. I got it on sale, and this here it's a DIN rail board that it goes in. This thing's about $10, but it makes it easy to hook it up. Now, the pinout on these clones, it's actually different than what it says on the original. So I put it on the chart here what the pinout actually is. But and then it has an extra chip on here. This is a serial flash memory chip, you know. So, but we're gonna see if it works, and I'll show you how it works now. So when you open up the Arduino IDE, you go to File, Preferences, and then in there you want to put a URL in there. And what that is, it just allows users to add third-party platforms. So this is it here, this GitHub thing here, and I'll put a link to that in the description so you can just paste it in. And I'll show you how it works on the actually programming it on the computer there. So and then we'll install the RP 2040 core, and you do that when tools, boards, but I'll go through that on the computer. And then to start it, you download the boot select button, and you hold down the boot select button, and then you connect it to the computer, and then the computer should prompt you with a drive connected. It thinks it's an external drive, and then you can just write or load your Arduino code. So that's all there is to it. And yeah, so I'm going to go over to the computer, and I'll show you how we do that on the computer there. So, all right, thank you. All right, we opened up the Arduino IDE here, and I just have a simple link program here. The only difference between this and if you're loaded into an Arduino is that it's on pin 25. So in order to make the Pico board work, we're going to go to File, and then to Preferences, and then to Additional Board Managers, URLs. Now URL, that's just a Uniform Resource Locator, and this allows users to add third-party platforms, and that's what we're going to do here. What we want to do, here I'll bring it back to the beginning, HTTP GitHub. This is Earl Philhauer's program that'll allow us to use the Pico with the Arduino IDE, and then I'll leave a link to that in the description. You can just paste it in there. If there's something already there, you can just put a comma and then paste this after the comma, and then you won't lose your original URL there. We hit OK, and then we want to go to Tools, and to well, we'll go down here to the boards here, and I already put it in there, but we go to Board Manager, and then what we want to do is, it's got to load. It's downloading the platform. It's finding the stuff we're going to put in there. And there we go. And then I'm just going to put RP 2040, and that's the board that I have. And there it goes. And then we just go down here to fill up here. There it is there. Earl F. Philhauer is the third, and his version, and that's his URL. So I already installed it. You can see it's installed, but you just hit install, and we install that. We close that up, and then we go back up to Tools, and well, there we go, Tools, and I already put the board in there, but we go to these boards down here. Now these are all the ones in his site that you can add in here, Adafruit ones or whatever you want. Now I just picked this Raspberry Pi Pico, just a generic one. Like I say, this is a clone that I have, and this seems to work fine. I put that in there, and then it comes up with all the details here of what we're going to do. Okay, so that's in there, and then what we want to do is we just want to go back to the over here, and we're going to plug the unit in, but before you actually plug it into the to the computer, you hold down the boot select button, and then when you plug it in, after it's plugged in, you let it go, and it should come up on your computer that it has a it 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 thinks it's an external drive, okay? But once that happens, you're in, and all you have to do is hit this upload button here, and you can upload the program to the board, and it works fine. Now, it's sensitive to the cable. Now, I had some cables that I used for to actually charge some stuff, or charge my I had a couple handheld ham radio walkie-talkies, and but those didn't, they're just charge only, so I had to get a good cable that has you know, can send data across it. So anyway, be careful which cable you put on, because I couldn't get to work with some cables, just not, they just have 2 wires in them instead of the 4 that they need. So but anyway, that's how you do it on the in the Arduino IDE. Comes out good, and you can I just started with this program. Now, when you buy the chip, it comes to you with a blink program already in it, but it's at 1 second, so I put it up to 2 seconds so I could tell that it was that the program was actually in there. Okay, so yeah, that's all there is to it. And then you can add any program that you want in there, but I just started off with this blink program. So that's it, man. Thank you. Well, here we are back at the desk, and you can see I have it working. I've got the lights turned down so you can see the light here blinking every 2 seconds. So it programmed right, and it's working. I had one problem though. This board here, I don't know if you can see it. I'll turn the light. Watch your eyes. I'm going to turn the light back on. This doesn't have the same pinout as the clone does, and they've tied all the grounds together on this board, which you should do, but the clone chip doesn't have the same ground. So if you plug this in, it just shorts out. So if I want to use this, I'll have to cut those traces off. But I do have another unit coming that I think will match up to this better. But yeah, anyway, it works, and I'm going to use it, and replace some of my Arduinos that I have with that. And yeah, so anyway, that's it. Thank you.